steal characters that people forgot about.
It's actually not bad advice.
Give them cool hats, gloves, boots.
Yeah.
Wait, no, we should answer that. What was it again?
Legitimately, it was like, how do you design a good character?
One of the things, and I'm not being humble, I really don't, I never went to college or anything for it. One of the things that helped me was, they say a good silhouette is really good. One of the things on Smiling Friends that we tried to do is just make them all different so that you remembered. It's like never, Pim's eyes are big and Charlie's eyes are small. They all four have different eyes, different skin color. That's the way that I did, Mike and I did it. Was just trying to make them all different. Some people go, oh, that's the guy with the squinty eye, that's the guy with the big eye. And that was it. I mean, that's kind of really, sort of a cynical answer, but I worked out fine, I guess. But,
Woo! Working with character designs, I kind of have like a general rule where it's like, do not add detail to a character unless it says something about the character, because somebody has to fucking draw that every single time. So that's just a general tip.
I heard another.
You don't want to put a bunch of like Final Fantasy belts on your character.
Yeah.
Unless they're 3D, then you just go nuts. But if they're 2D, then don't.
I was only going to add on, that reminded me apparently like Matt Groening with The Simpsons was like hates detailed face, like hates like wrinkles and shit. He was like, make them simple. But another thing was, The Simpsons had a really good character design rule, which is don't make any of the background characters look like the main characters. So I think early on, there's like weird Homers in the background and it's fucking distracting, like hollow Bart's. That's not Bart. So if you see The Simpsons now, nobody else really looks like them, which I think is a good rule. That's Matt Groening. I didn't fucking say that. That's him. I just stole that.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. Would that be you or would that be Tom Barnett?
I think that'd be me. I managed to find one in time. I ran out. This is from Jake from Iowa. If you had to hunt a cryptid, what would it be, and who would your hunting party consist of? And we could even just simplify to what cryptid would you want to hunt?
Mothman.
Great one. Probably go for Bigfoot.
I'd go to London and try to find a spring-heeled jag. Just wanted to bring that up.
Children's jam strength.
Isn't that like a guy?
That's real.
That's real.
A spring-heeled jag.
Yeah, isn't that like a dude?
But he can jump really high. No one can explain why.
But you wouldn't be able to catch it. Right.
Well, that's the thrill of the hunt.
That's fair. I guess if you like found where he was gonna land, you got like a
Just chop his legs off when he's sleeping.
Yeah.
He's just a guy with no legs in him. And it's like, you're not jumping anywhere, dude. Come here. Take a man, test him, experiment on him.
What do you mean by what party would we choose?
Just don't even
Don't worry
forget
about
that
it.
part.
What did he mean by
He's trying to fuck with your head,
I would
dude.
take you guys.
You guys! Alright? Who else am I gonna bring?
But Mothman's cute. Do we have any Mothman heads out here? Not to freak you guys out, there have been some Mothman sightings around this very convention. There's some branches that have been knocked down as a So just a heads up on that. Don't do anything with that information, just know.
I'm gonna eat him.
That he's on the loose and he's fucking mad. And he's mad and he's out for blood. And you're gonna die from Mothman.
Oh my god, you're so like secure.
What? Somebody just had a bad time from what I just said. I just said the exact. I just like made sure you candidate someone said the activation code. Anyways, Chris, I think that's you with our.
What has from Garrett from Colorado? What has been the most memorable recording session? Can we talk about Adam? All right. Good timing. So that one thing we were talking about earlier when they got high, it wasn't just they got high. They got like so insane. By the way, I don't do that. I can't do it. I just freak out, so I don't do it. I would like to. But they got so insanely fucking high, they all came over, and I was like setting up the recording, we're like, what should we play?
Imagine,
It was worse.
several people that are insanely high to Chris,
Like,
dead sober, very, very sternly trying to
they were like, and then I put on like some shitty SpongeBob Game Boy Color game, and it was also a really horrible game. I didn't know what to do. It was just running left and right, getting stuck. I forget. But there was just the point where Adam was just like, we were talking. They finally calmed down, and then Zach was talking normally. But then Adam would just interject over what we're talking. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, okay, and then we talk again, we'd be in the middle of like a bit, having fun, and he'd go, Adam, what the fuck are you doing?
It started off really slow. It's like we would be talking, and we go, what? You go, what? And then like 5 minutes, that scared him. He stopped. And like 5 minutes would go by, and he'll get worried. He started talking. He's like, dude, what do you say?
Yeah, no, it got really bad.
And then there was a point, like 10 minutes after that, it was like a moment where he did it for like a minute straight under everyone else talking. And he was like, and then Chris was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like crying, laughing. It was the funniest, because he was just like in his head, he was thinking of the funniest thing ever. None of us. And then after he was like, oh yeah. He goes, I was so high that I thought I was talking to you guys. And I was responding to something you never said. So that is unusable. And it probably never be released, but it was like the, just like unusable crap. It's very funny to us. And then, well, that one can I say that? Release the Snyder Cut! Release the Snyder Cut! I have to say though, can I say as well? It's 10 years old at this point. But Niall falling on his face. Can I say that? Genuinely, it was unscripted. It's probably so old, some of you guys might not even see it, but it's like from 10 years ago, but it was unscripted, and like, you can hear him literally go, you can hear us wait and realize, but hey, it's so perfect. It's not staged, it's like perfect, so that probably.
His head is still dented from it.
Yeah. His head used to be he was like Stewie jumping on the bed. It's a season 2 joke. I don't think that's what I mean. Anyways, so that was you. So this might be
The last question.
Maybe the last one. We'll see.
Can I just say one more thing about Adam?
Yes, please.
He looked like, his eyes were so red, he looked like Captain Howdy from The Exorcist. Like, anyway, go on.
His eyes were the color of the top of his bag. That gives you an idea. It was fucked. Can you guys just give me a little bit of chit chat here? Like elevator music while I just quit?
Who's Lubata?
Yeah, do some stuff.
You looking for one? You want me to grab one?
Go on, Lyle.
I love you, Lyle!
Thanks, man. From Candy.
Candy?
Nice name. This one is for me. So, during episodes where you were editing, were there any particular moment from Chris and company that either made you laugh really hard or you were astounded with how stupid it was? There's definitely been a few instances that you will never see and probably will never be identified where they definitely like ran in circles for like 100 hours. But like when you edit things, you'll catch the point where they like say exactly what the thing that they need is. But this is just shit that happens when you're like half paying attention to something and trying to be funny, you know? So there's definitely that. There was one weird meta point where I was like kind of really fucking tired and they made some joke where it's like, hey Lyle, how you doing? And I was like, I think I made an edit out of it or something, but it genuinely like hit me at such a point where I'm like, because I have this reoccurring nightmare where I do a bunch of work and then I wake up and that work isn't done anymore. So it like flagged that for me. I'm like, oh, fuck you, it's one of these.
You almost pushed me to fucking psychosis. Bet you're gonna get locked up in a nice padded cell just because of our little gag thing.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, maybe we'll get you next time. We'll get you next time, Lyle.
You will.
So I think this is a good final question
One more,
here. And this applies to all of us. This is from, I don't believe you, Work for More Modesty. I don't believe that. But we'll go in it, and he says, for any aspiring animators or voice actors, would you? That's a lot of people. Yes, sir. Would you recommend working indie or mainstream? If indie, can you name any companies? No, sir. We cannot. Thank you very much. Looking forward. Just asking if we know any places that are hiring for work. But basically, what's our advice? Do you recommend going mainstream or indie? And what's the advice there? What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I don't know that mainstream is necessarily.
Or let's say industry versus indie.
Well, I mean, if the person's asking for real advice, they're probably just getting started. And in that case, just like do voiceover for people that are like at your level, I guess. You know, like the people around you, if they're doing cool stuff, like they don't need to be like big. You know, they'll catch wind or they'll do things. So like, don't try to just go after like these. You know, don't beg people like us to. Oh, can we be like a voice in your thing? Like, do voices with your friends and try to get your friends out there. And you know, like my stuff that I did with Zach, like we were just kids making, you know, like Arrow to the Knee and fucking like Strong or whatever old thing I can bring up that you probably don't want people.
I love all those genuinely.
Yeah, like I mean that was just that like he wasn't smiling friend Zach at that point. He was just my buddy that was doing cool stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'll do voices for you. You know.
Well, it's like make your own opportunities. Like, yeah, when we were starting off, we wanted to be in the big guys stuff, and it was like, make your own stuff and make your own opportunities, and people will then want to be part of your thing.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest advice I can say to make it really in the entertainment industry is just try to do cool shit yourself, and then people will take notice of you doing that and either want to be in your stuff or want you to be in their stuff.
Yeah, try to surround yourself with people who you find to be good, and then you will learn.
That said, if you just got an option right out the gate, if like Mr. Disney is like, hey, do you want to be Mickey Mouse? You know,
Do it, take it up.
Say yes. You might
I
want
got
to
this
say yes.
time machine that can make you Mickey Mouse in the 40s.
And I think that's kind of the answer is both as well. Sorry, you were just joking. I fucking ruined the bit. Go, sorry.
I was just circling back to your bit. So
Well, basically, it was just you can if you want to try to go get the industry jobs, I would say you can do both. Don't have all your eggs in one basket, as they say, right? Like, so do your own indie stuff, create your own stuff, create your opportunities. Do a podcast, do a fucking story time thing, whatever your thing is. Do that and keep doing it with your friends while you try to get whatever you think like your dream job would be. You can do both. So.
Good answer. Alright. Sorry, we have to wrap it up. What are we doing now?
All right, attendees. So we'll do the signings row by row. If you're ready to explore the hall, you are free to go. If you're staying for the signings, stay seated and we'll call up your row. And be sure to line up on your left.
Thank you guys for coming. Seriously, thank you.